So these four matters are ضمير المخاطبات after me Siddiq ضمير المخاطبات. All right, please read ضمير المخاطبات or مخاطبات.
What is it?
ضمير
Right. ضمير
المخاطبات المخاطبات
المخاطبات.
المخاطبات
What?
المخاطبات.
Right.
Okay.
المخاطبات.
Very good. Please read. And so these are considered to be the pronouns for the second person, plural, feminine. All right. Remember, now the first person is me speaking. All right. Second person is the one being spoken to. Tayyib and Shaw. Third person is the one that's not here. He's being spoken about. Tayyib. There's, of course, singular, dual, and plural. We're dealing with the plural at this point. All right. Alhamdulillah. We also want to deal with the second point, which is isnadul fi'li dhahaba. The adding of the verb dhahaba. إلى الضمير المخاطبات to the what? To the second person, plural, feminine pronoun. Is that clear? الثالث. Number 3. The third thing. Sure. 2. Sure, no problem. إسناد الفعل. The adding or the chaining, the connecting of the verb ذهب إلى الضمير المخاطبات. Okay? To the second person, plural, feminine pronoun. All right. So here we also have the third point, which is قبل and بعد. These are the ظرف المكان. قبل, all right, or zaman, not مكان, but zaman. قبل, which means what? Before. And بعد, which means after. These are considered to be ظروف الزمان. Those articles of what? Location. They tend to translate them as adverbs as well. All right. I like to call them articles. Again, ظروف الزمان. Pay attention. Well, they sometimes translate these guys as adverbs. Okay, we stay away from that. We're learning Arabic in Arabic. So again, qabla is considered to be a ظرف المكان, or I'm sorry, a ظرف الزمان. I apologize. So a ظرف, let me just say this. A ظرف ينقسم إلى القسمين. The article or a ظرف ينقسم إلى القسمين. ظرف, all right, can be a what? Can be a ظرف الزمان. All right, or it could be a what? Or it could be a ظرف. ظرف what guys? مكان. Some examples of ظرف المكان and ظرف الزمان. ظرف الزمان, of course, like we just mentioned. So when you're expressing time, when you're expressing something that has to do with time, you may use qabla to answer. Is that clear? Or to express something that has to do with time that happened before. All right? And you have what? Ba'ada. Ba'ada. And then you want to express time about something that happened afterwards, later on. Is that clear? Then we have ظرف المكان. ظرف المكان is those what? Is those the roof of location. Those the roof of location of the what? ظرف المكان. Makan means what? Location. All right, let's give some examples. Now you always find in the roof, all right, they are always built upon fatha. You'll always see them ending in fatha. You always see them doing what, Sadiq? Ending in fatha. So we've already got the roof of Makan in the earlier lessons. So from those, the roof of Makan that we received or that we studied was what? Tahta. What does tahta mean, Sadiq? So that is in the location of where? Of under. Of where? Of under. How about, Sadiq, khalfa? What does khalfa mean? Khalfa. Khalfa means what? Behind. Sadiq, how about amana? In front. So al-imamu amam al-musallin. The imam is in front of the people who are praying. Musallin. Is that clear? Inshallah. So qabla, ba'da is what we will deal with in this lesson, and they are considered to be ظروف الزمان or ظروف الزمان. The ظروف or a ظرف الزمان, a ظرف that is connected to what? Time. We've already studied the ظرف what? Makan in previous lessons. Those ظرfs that are connected to what? Location. All right. you'll see them always ending in fatha. All right? You'll always hear them refer to the noun after it as what? Majrurun bil idafa. You always hear them say it is majrurun bil idafa. The noun that comes after. Is that clear? Tahta al-kitabi. For example, all right? Tahta al-kitabi. Now, بعد الدرس. أنا رجعت إلى البيت بعد الدرس. Is that clear? I returned to my home after the lesson. I didn't say بعد الدرس. I didn't say بعد الدرس. I said بعد الدرس. So that dars, the kalimat, the noun, ad-darsu becomes ad-darsi because of what? Because it came after ba'da. And now because it came after ba'da. وهو مجرور بالإضافة. It is considered to be مجرور بالإضافة because of the coming together of the two nouns. So anything that is مجرور it is مجرور أبدا. It is what? It takes the kasra. It's مجرور بالإضافة. If you know and if you study the process of al-idafa, that second noun, which is always considered to be mudaf ilayhi, is مجرور أبدا. It is always مجرور. We talked about that in lesson 5 when we introduced the process of al-idafa, of the two nouns coming together. طيب الفعل. And if you only study al-ajrumiyya, we will get into the deeper understanding of the dhuruf, all right, al-makan wa zaman, all right, and get into the meanings of the prepositions that's understood to be in between this process when it comes together with another noun. We're going to talk about that a little bit more in depth when we deal with al-ajrumiyya. And maybe we'll, after class, we'll give you guys a little benefit. Maybe refer to Ajrumiyya, we'll pull up Tuhfat al-Saniyya and give Brother Sadiq a little benefit, and now in-depth explanation of this particular type of word, al-dhuruf. Al-muhim, al-fi'lu. Al-fi'lu. We will be studying today al-fi'lu, and that fi'l is what? Raja'a. Is what? Raja'a. So again, we're dealing with the damir al-mukhatibat, antunna in abu kunna. إسناد الفعل ذهب إلى الضمير المخاطبات. All right, the adding of the what, or the bringing together of adding to the verb ذهب, the ضمير المخاطبات, that plural feminine second person pronoun. The studying of what? قبل and بعد, the introducing of قبل and بعد, and the introduction of the verb رجع, the introduction of the verb رجع. طيب, inshallah. And we have a nice little handout, okay, that is recommended to be utilized in this particular lesson. We have a nice little handout that is recommended to be utilized in this particular lesson. All right. So we'll go over that, inshallah, before the end of this lesson. We'll go over that, inshallah, before the end of this lesson. Yeah, it's real nice too. You see it, Sadiq? Yeah, that's nice. All right. You see it? Yeah. So let's get to the lesson. Let's go ahead and turn to the lesson. I don't think I get to see it before. Did I? Yeah, they recommend me see that. يلفظ النظر الطلب للضمير نحن وقد so okay, this is just exercise. Okay, cool. Let's turn to the book. All right, let's turn to the book. All right, so here we're going to start off with reading. We're going to recommend that our brother Sadiq reads from the book. تفضل يا أخي. Okay. وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته. Hold on for a sec. Just pulling it up. This thing is working kind of slow. All right, technology, y'all. Alhamdulillah. Oh, I could just use this, duh. That's quicker. We're on 15 now. Now, وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته من أنتن يا أخوات. أهلا وسهلا ومرحبا. أمكن أستاذتي كيف حالها؟ أين هي الآن؟
هي الآن في ريادي.
متى ذهبت؟
ذهبت قبل أسبوع.
You see how you just dropped قبل؟ ما شاء الله. من ذهب معها؟ معها. معها لا معها.
ذهب معنا ذهب معنا أخونا إبراهيم.
أخونا إبراهيم. نعم. كيف حالكن؟ في أي مدرسة أنتن؟
نحن في مدرسة متوسطة.
متى اختباركن؟ أذهبتن إلى المدرسة اليوم؟
نعم ذهبنا ورجعنا.
الحمد لله. طيب إذن الآن أنا أقرأ وصديق عليك أن تترجم إلى اللغة الإنجليزية. نعم. الفتيات. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته. من أنتن يا أخوات؟ من أنتن يا أخوات؟ نعم. نحن بنات الشيخ عباس. أهلا وسهلا ومرحبا. أمكن أستاذتي كيف حالها؟ هي بخير والحمد لله. أين هي الآن؟ هي الآن في الرياض. متى ذهبت؟ ذهبت قبل أسبوع. من ذهب معها؟ ذهب معها أخونا إبراهيم. ذهب معها أخونا إبراهيم. ذهب معها أخونا. ذهب. ممتاز ممتاز. أوكي. كيف حالكن؟ نحن بخير والحمد لله. في أي مدرسة أنتن؟ في المدرسة المتوسطة. لا ما قلت الثانوية. نحن في المدرسة المتوسطة، ليس بالابتدائية وليس بالثانوية، هذا بينهما. ممتاز. أي نعم. متوسطة هي الوسط. أي نعم. متى اختباركن؟ اختبارنا بعد شهر. اختبارنا بعد شهر. اختبارنا بعد شهر. الحمد لله. جيد. No, that was Jay. We talk like that. And we say in a month, in about a month. In about a month. You don't say a month after. We don't say that. You don't want to talk like that. You got to say, again, with translation, you translate that which is understood, not that literally. When you start literally translating, this is when mistakes happen. We'll say this is when no one's going to understand you. All right? It's just not accurate because we don't speak like that. You have to understand the language that you translate from and the language that you translate into. Alhamdulillah, Siddiq does a really good job. أذهبتن إلى المدرسة اليوم؟ نعم ذهبنا ورجعنا. Yeah, all that's good. We returned and we came back. We came back is, I think, more natural. You know. So again, أجب عن الأسئلة الآتية. من أنتن؟ ممتاز. أين أمهن؟
هي في الرياض.
اوكي. أين بيتكن؟
بيتنا قريب من المطار.
ما شاء الله. أين أخوكن؟
ذهب مع أمنا إلى الرياض.
ممتاز. أين مدرستكن؟
مدرستنا من البيت.
أو قريب. قريبة. ممتاز. قريبة من البيت. أحسنت. Very good. أذهبتن إلى المدرسة اليوم؟
Which one is that? And
أذهبتن إلى المدرسة اليوم؟
you could say the hand now. Right.
ورجعنا حياكم الله. Very good. ممتاز. I'm this game time today, huh, Sadiq? Okay. I see. I hear you, brother. I'm got your nap. Alhamdulillah. عندنا المبتدأ في كل من جمل الآتية. So you know what you got to do. Make it feminine. And this.
You got to do all these, but it'll be.
I'll say the masculine. You say the feminine. Who?
Yeah.
أنتم طلاب أنتم طالبات. Okay. أنتم مدرسون. ممتاز. أنتم أطباء. طبيبات. أنتم إخوة حامد. أخوات إيش؟ أخوات
حامد.
ممتاز. أنتم مسلمون.
مسلمات.
ممتاز. أنتم أعمام محمود.
So I'm going to say أتونا أمات محمود.
ممتاز. أنتم أبناء المدير.
أنتن بنات المدير.
ممتاز. أنتم آباء الطلاب.
أنتن
نعم.
What I've changed that? Have I changed the partners too?
نعم.
Okay, so it's أنتن is right.
I'm sorry. I thought you
had to, right? To طالبات.
ممتاز. طيب حول ضمير في كل من جمل الآتية كما هو موضحا في المثال. أين بيتكم يا إخوان؟ أين بيتكن يا أخوات؟ تفضل. طيب نحن نقول أنا وأين أخوكم؟ أين أخوكم يا إخوان؟ أين أخوكم يا إخواني؟
أين كنا؟ No.
أخوكن. أخوكن.
Oh, so don't change it.
It's just the damir. It's just about the damir.
Okay, so أين أخوكم يا إخوان.
That will be يا أخوات يا أخي.
So why change that?
Because that's who you're speaking to. Who you were speaking to, the pronoun, which basically is it helps you. It points to who you're speaking to.
Oh, I got you.
No, we're not speaking to a bunch of brothers anymore. We're speaking to a bunch of girls now. Exactly.
Yeah.
We're asking these girls about their brother. طيب أين مدرستكم يا إخواني؟ Yes, that's correct. أين مدرسة جديدة؟ متى اختباركم يا إخواني؟ متى اختباركم يا إخواني؟
متى اختباركم يا أخوات؟
Very, very, very. أهذا عمكم يا إخواني؟ No problem.
Hello? Hello?
No problem.
Hello? What you doing?
I was just doing that. I'm sorry.
You. Yeah. Hello? Wa alaikum assalam. Which one? The Greyhound or the Greyhound? Where at? Down that way or up here? And via, hold on, I'll get it for you right now, text it to you. I don't know it offhand, but I get it. I know where you go to.
Yeah, one second, I gotta run to that.
Okay, what you say? Yeah, I think that is it. You put it in a Petersburg Graham? Put in, hold on. Wait a minute. He come on Thursday, right? Oh, Wednesday? Okay, I'm doing that. Yeah, I think that is it. Okay, that's it, cause it's like one. Right. Hello? Assalamu alaikum. What's up, man? You ready, boy? How many days you got left now? Oh, okay. Oh, you got hours, huh? But you was laughing at me. I know what you got. I just was, when I was counting down, you can't do it like that, huh? That thing get real now. I'm cool, man. Sit out the way, man. I was seeing Uzi. Yeah, Uzi. Yeah, that's it. That 100 Washington joint. That's it. There's only one. That joint's small down there. That's only one joint. Yeah, 100 Washington. Come on, man. Yeah, come on. You ain't gotta ask me that. You need the second and third one too. Come on through, man. You going down Kentucky and Philly? Okay, I'm glad. That's funny, 'cause I'm in class right now, my Arabic teacher, but he worked down there too. Yeah. Okay, that's all right, man. How much time you got in there? Like when you others want to come home on home confinement? Okay, that's all right. Oh, that'll help all, that'll help you with that too, huh? Okay, that'll change your home confinement date and all that, right? Mm. Friday, can be looking like Friday, that Friday, she's down there before tomorrow. Yeah, I'm in there. Yeah, I'm the next one over. So what's the three? When last time you had a cut? What do you call it? Cut my hair down too low, whatever, right? So what I do is probably I probably don't need to get some shape up. It's up to you. I'm in there though. I got you before it starts. I'm literally the next corner over. So you know what I'm saying? Yeah, other than that, man, you good, man? I better be, man. Who out here like his head is spinning? Oh, you got all good? You know what I'm hearing? You know what I'm hearing? Yeah, I got it right here. Good. Uh-huh. 298. Uh-huh. 99. I got you. All right. I ain't gonna stay on the joint too long, man. I'll be right at you, man. Okay, shalom. All right. Walaikum salam. Fantastic. NT, NT, Marine. أتمنى أخوات عباس. أنتم أنتم تجاري. تجار أنتم تجار. أنت بنت مدرس. تجار أنتم تلعبون. أنتم تلعبون. هذا كتابك. كتابك يا حامد. أنا مريض. أنا مريضة. أنا مريضة. ذهب أبي إلى قاهرة قبل أسبوع. متى خرجت من متى خرج متى خرج متى خرجت متى خرجت من الفصل يا
هذه is medication. Yeah,
لا
it's medication.
Oh, yeah.
المهم. All right, let's continue on. All right, so we stopped at which one?
I don't know.
Okay, cool. So I believe that you have this one for the most part.
Yeah, I think I do.
And I think that we could go on, inshallah, and do just a few from the next one, which of course is ضعف الأماكن الخالية فيما يلي الضمير المناسبا للمخاطب أنت أنتم أنت أنتن. Place in the following blanks from what follows for what follows ضمير مناسبا, and ضمير that is correct for, of course, the plural, or sorry, for, of course, the feminine. No, actually, just for the second person, it's just general. Whatever one that you feel as though is appropriate, masculine, feminine, singular, or plural. Okay, so here we have what? A blank Muslim one. What would you put there? Okay, good. A blank مريضة. ممتاز. A blank طبيبات. ممتاز. التجار. Say a blank تجار. ممتاز. A blank بنت المدرس. ممتاز. A blank أخوات عباس. حياكم الله. A blank طلاب. ممتاز. Same thing, but now this is the pronoun that is what? That is connected. All right, cool. أين بيت blank يا إخوان. حياكم. Now, هذا كتاب blank يا حامد or يا حامد. ممتاز. ساعة blank جميلة يا ليلى. ممتاز. من أبو blank يا أخوات. ممتاز. مو blank يا أخي. مو blank يا أختي. ممتاز. blank في البيت. blank في البيت. blank في البيت. Take a pick.
Okay.
Okay, I'll take that. ما أسماء blank يا إخوانه. ممتاز. Yeah, that one was just like, it just didn't have any specifications. It was no specification. It could have been anything. It's clear they're not giving you anything to go off of, so you could, I guess you just choose, make it complete. ضع في الأماكن الخالية فيما يلي ضمير مناسبا المتكلم أنا إن نحن. Similar to the previous ones, it's just a different pronoun. So it's blank. Well, you could take over. فضل.
This one is نحن مسلمات. This is no, banat, right? So that'd be
بنات المدير.
بنات المدير.
نحن. Very good. Next.
This would be another مدرس.
Nice.
نحن طلاب. This would be أنا مريض.
أحسنت. اقرأ واكتب.
ذهب أبي إلى قاهرتي.
قاهرتي.
قاهرتي قبل أسبوع.
Next.
متى خرجت.
Nice.
من الفصل يا محمود.
من الفصل.
Oh, فصل.
No, it's fine. Fosli. You said fast. It's fosli. Yeah, Muhammad.
What about the next part?
Yeah, Muhammad. That's actually where the shahid is at. That's actually where the execution of the principle occurs. So you need to make sure you read that.
Yeah.
That's Muhammad.
Oh, yeah.
Muhammadu.
So it would be correct too, right?
Yes.
That Darcy.
Okay. So next.
Let me see. The hat too, right? إلى المسجد قبل أذان.
Okay.
متى ذهب أمك إلى الرياض يا آمنة.
Okay.
ذهب قبل شهر. Right?
Okay.
No?
Very good.
Okay.
قبل شهر. That's fine.
Okay. قبل الصلاة ذهبت إلى المسجد. لا ذهبت بعد الصلاة.
Okay, alhamdulillah. No, that's what it's on. Okay, tayyib. So it says here, I want you to read the chart. Please read the chart.
أين ذهبت يا أخي؟ أين ذهبتم يا إخواني؟ أين ذهبت يا أختي? So why is it okay? أين ذهبتن يا أخواتي؟ أنا ذهبت. نحن ذهبنا.
Okay. So here, of course, you know what this is about.
But that one.
What's your question?
Oh, just okay. Let me ask you. Yo, good. What's up? Who? Oh, yeah, he already called me. I'm in class right now, but as soon as I get out, I'm gonna call you back. It's cool though. All right. Yeah.
All right, take it. So we're going to go ahead to the explanation. We're going to go ahead and take our time and go ahead to the explanation. There's no next page. There is this words. It ain't going on here. We done.
So why is it
Yeah, that's just
chart?
just a chart. You did that.
All right.
So let's go ahead and move to the explanation. We still got time, brother. Got plenty of time.
I'm ready. I took that in that.
Okay. No problem. Good to hear. Let's work. So here, no problem. So it says here, it says الدرس الخامس عشر. So here it says what? It says ضمائر المخاطب. ضمائر المخاطب. Okay. So it says here, it says أنت ضمير للمخاطب من المخاطب المفرد المذكر. And then of course, it is a pronoun for that which is second person, singular, of course, al-mudhakkar, in that which is what? Masculine. So again, that's what anta is. And of course, we have the examples of that. Please read those examples. What'd you say? Say it again. Anta what? That's better. You fixed it. So here it says anti. Anti, not anta, but anti is everything that anta is. It's the miram, it's the mukhatibi. Al-mufradi, al-mu'annathi is that which is the shahid, which is that which is the difference between anta. Would you please read the examples?
Anti, anti, mujtahid. What? Mujtahid. Mujtahid. What is that? Mujtahidatun. I know you do that for that.
Mujtahidatun.
Anti, mujtahid. Mujtahidatun. Yeah, Fatimatu.
Yeah, let's just add the towel. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead to antum. And antum is what? Is a dhamirun للمخاطب الجمعي المذكري. Please read the examples.
Antum tulabun. Antum mu'allimuna. What is mu'allimuna?
Well, mu'allima is one who is an instructor, like kitabu mu'allim, the teacher's manual.
Oh, okay. Mujtahidatun. Let me even say it.
Mujtahidatun. He's funny. He's messing with me. He's funny. Okay, cool. So let's move on. And here we go. Okay. Oh, you losing time. So we have what? We're on antum. No, we did that. Now we're on antum mujtahiduna. Yeah, we did this already. This is stuff you were just reading. Those are the examples. All right. You didn't read that one. That's what it is. Antum mujtahiduna yatullah. You didn't read that.
What's that?
Tullab is students.
I know that. I'm talking about the next one.
Ma'hadi.
Yeah.
Ma'had is an institute.
Okay, I had that one.
Probably not. They think they may have just introduced that to you. Okay, let's continue on, Brother Siddiq.
Yes, sir.
All right, so it says here antunna. So antunna is the damir on al-mukhatab al-jam'i al-mu'annathi. So please read the examples for antunna, please.
Antunna talibatun. Antunna mu'allimatun. Antunna mujtahidatun. Ya talibatil. Whatever that word is again. What is it?
Okay, so it says what? It says talibatil. Wait a minute. Yeah. Talibatil ma'hadi. 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 Yes, sir. Ma'hadi. Ma'hadi.
What is that? Institute.
Oh yeah, institute. Institute. He going in.
Hmm?
He said he going in. It says so. He says careful mukhatabi كاف. Okay. للمفرد المذكر. Okay. للمفرد المذكر. I'll say so. Please read the examples.
Okay. Good cat.
Calf means you.
You?
Yes. Yeah. So calf was describing the calf of Mukhatib.
Right.
So kaifa, of course, means how. But the calf, of course, the calf is the actual letter. That's how you spell the letter calf.
Oh. What's the same? Right? And it says it's what? For masculine singular, right? No?
Steve, I gotta talk to you, man.
Right.
We'll talk.
No. I think so.
No, you're fine. I gotta get on your couch, brother.
Huh?
I gotta get on your couch. You gotta give me some advice, man.
Guess what?
All right, so listen. So we have kaful mukhatabi kaf. It says lil mufrad al mudhakkari. These are the examples. So we say kayfa halu kaf. I'm talking to a man. Baytu kat. It's your house, right? So we say baytu kat jamilun. Okay, I have the ammu kat. Is this your uncle? Yeah, ahi. So again, this is how I'm expressing and how I'm talking. Ainam, an individual, ainam, and again in the second person. In the what? In the second person. Okay, is that clear? Any questions in regards to that?
No.
Are you confused about that? Okay, let's move on to K.
So it's K to have a key,
Mm-hmm.
go to key,
Mhm.
room, هذا أبوك يا أختي.
Mm-hmm.
مسكون.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
كيف هبكون؟ بيتكم جميل.
Mm-hmm.
This is هذا أمكم يا إخواني.
MashaAllah. So,
I got this.
okay, you got this?
Yeah.
Any questions? You got this? We can move on.
Yeah.
Hasbunallah. One of them, watch it. Let me put this right down. All right, so basically it's kaful mukhatabi, and kaful mukhatabi. But the difference is of course, is when kaful mukhatabi has a fatha, that's kaf. It's masculine. When kaful mukhatabi has the what, the kasra, that's what, feminine. When kaful mukhatabi is kum. All right, and that meme of course indicates what, plural. Okay. All right, then we have what? Then we have kaful mukhatabi, kunna, and then noon obviously indicates what? That is feminine, but plural.
Oh, so the meme is masculine.
Yes, sir.
Oh,
Kum.
that makes sense.
Kum, not cat, but kum.
No, but I'm saying you got the meme on the end.
Mm-hmm.
So like you say, and two.
كيف حالكم؟ السلام عليكم.
Right. And two is masculine form.
Mm-hmm.
But kum is feminine.
كنا.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Kuna and stuff. And two.
And twinna.
Oh.
You started to make some connections here. Look at the patterns. And it actually does help. It's not really a hardship. It actually makes it a lot easier. So and I'm glad that you are paying attention. So we have here, Brother Siddiq, at the bottom in the parentheses. We're moving down in the bottom of the parentheses of the explanation. Because everything else is pretty, for the most part, if you understand the data, it's just really practice with the samples that were donated by the Sheikh, given by the Sheikh. So we got cat, ki, kum, and kunna. Again, we're in the teacher's manual. We are on page 36 in the teacher's manual for the Medina system. All right, in the teacher's manual for the Medina system.
Go ahead.
It's not. Oh, I'm sorry. It says page 27. I apologize. Let me see. Well, we're moving to 27. What the hell? Hold on for a second. Because the page ain't turning. Let me see something. Hold on. Yeah, right. We're on 26. That's where it started, and we're going to 27, but we're still on 26, as Brother Siddiq mentioned. He said, "Yo, man, we're still on 26." He's right. We're going to be going to 27. Actually, yeah, the chart is on 27. All right, we're going to get into the chart in a second. All right, yeah, you're right. 26. You're right, Siddiq. So at the bottom of 26, it says what? It says to some al-dhama'ir al-muttasilatan. And me and Sadiq, we talked about this really when we started the lesson, that we must mention the two terms, all right? And those two terms we talked about, they're up here, is what is munfasilatun and what tasilatun. A damir that is munfasilatun is a pronoun that is what? A damir that is connected to the actual word. It is a damir that is connected to the word. So that which is what tasilatun means connected. It wasada yuwasidu, that is connected. All right, but a damir, a pronoun that is munfasila, it stands alone. Anta, nahnu, ana, huwa, yeah, and the likes. All right, and those that are like that. So these pronouns, ka, ki, kum, they are all, as it comes to samma dhama'irul muttasilatan. We call them, or they are called the damir that is muttasila. That is what? That is connected. لأنها تكتب متصلة بالكلمة. And the reason why they are called the pronouns that are متصلة, because لأنها تكتب متصلة بالكلمة, because they are written connected to the words. Because they are written connected to the words. Now, when Sadiq gives a devious laugh like that, that means he really understood this. He loved it when I mentioned it because he said, oh, he did the scary laugh. So he obviously likes this, okay? So again, this is a principle. One more time. تسمى ضمائر متصلة. They are called the pronouns that are متصلة. And متصلة means connected. Okay, so he goes on to explain the Sheikh Hussein. He says, لأنها تكتب متصلة بالكلمة, because they are written, attached, or connected to the words. So we say Baytun, and ka becomes what, Sadiq? Baytu, ka. Qalamun and ki, Sadiq, becomes what? Qalamu, ki. Kursiyun in, let's, for example, kum, and on and on and on, like that. And we are already familiar with assalamu alaikum and on and on. Assalamu alaikum, assalamu alayki, assalamu alayka, into the end. So it says, and he continues with his explanation. And he says, وَلَا تُنْتَقُ وَحْدَهَا بِأَوَّلِ الْكَلَامِ. Okay, and these types of pronouns, okay, they can never be pronounced or read by themselves in the beginning of speech, not attached to anything. Is that clear? And these types of pronouns, they're not read, they're not presented, they don't come by themselves in the beginning of speech. It always comes after a particular word attached to it from the back. Is that clear? I hope that you understand. Aina baytuka. Notice that the cat came at the end of the word bait and was attached to it. Aina what? Aina baytuki. Notice that the key came at the end of the word bait attached to it. Aina baytukum. Notice that the kum came at the end of the word bait attached to it. Aina baytukunna. Notice that kunna came attached to the word baytun after at the end of it. Is that clear? So now, which alhamdulillah is something that is a great benefit that was presented by alhamdulillah Sheikh Najran, Sheikh Hussein. He brought us a jadwal للضمائر المتصلة بالفعل. He has presented to us the chart of pronouns that are connected بالفعل to the verb. And remember, we talked about adding the pronouns to the verb ذهب. This is what we talked about. This is something that must be done in this lesson. So we have here, Brother Sadiq, please read al-mufrad al-mudhakkar al-mutakallim. It is mufrad al-mudhakkar al-mutakallim. Mufrad meaning what, Sadiq? Singular. Al-mudhakkar meaning what, Sadiq? Al-mutakallim meaning what, Sadiq? First person, the one doing the talking. Look at the example. Read that example, please. Ana dhahabtu, utilizing that standing alone pronoun to help you understand what is the intent with dhahabtu. Meaning what? I went. Technically, you don't need that ana, but it is a good guide for the student at this level to understand what is the intent with dhahabtu. You don't have to say ana dhahabtu. You can just say dhahabtu ila suqi. Is that clear? But it is a good guide, indicating, a pointing of what the heck is going on for the student that's at this particular level. Now, now. So let's go to the left, Brother Sadiq. Looking at the chart, it says al-mufradu, meaning singular. Al-mu'annathu, meaning feminine. Al-mutakallim, meaning the person known as speaking the first person. Sadiq, please read. Anna. Again. Yes. Masculine and feminine, will be no difference in this type of sentencing, in this type of expression for a female or a male that's doing the talking. The one that's doing the talking. She's saying, Anna dhahabtu, and it's a woman, it's a girl. No problem. He's saying, Anna dhahabtu, I went, and it's a brother, it's a man, it's a boy. No problem. Now we're going to drop down to the next example. Al-mufrad al-mudhakkaru al-mukhatab. Is that clear? Al-mufrad al-mudhakkaru al-mukhatab. All right, that which is singular, masculine, in what? Second person. Second, not first person, second person. Please, Sadiq, read the example. Anta dhahabta. You, what, Sadiq? You went. Now we're going to look at the second version, the second example. Al-mufrad al-mu'annath, not mudhakkar, singular, al-mu'annath, feminine, al-mukhatab, second person. Sadiq, the example. Anti, the had T. Again, there's really no need for the pronoun the had anti. However, it's a good guide for you students at this point of your studies. Al-jam'u al-mudhakkaru al-mutakallim. That which is what? Plural, masculine, and what, Sadiq? Al-mutakallim. First person. Let's look at the example here. Nahnu. Meaning what, Sadiq? We went. Again, there's no need for the pronoun nahnu. It is sufficient that you just say dhahabna. Ila Makkata, and it is what? It is a correct sentence. But nahnu, the pronoun being there, helps you as a student at this level to understand what is going on, what is intended. Tayyib Sadiq, al-jam'u al-mu'annath al-mutakallam, the female version. Please read. So wait a minute. Nahnu dhahabna for masculine plural, and nahnu dhahabna for female plural. This is correct. Just like the singular form. And jam'u al-mudhakkaru al-mukhatab, that which is what? Plural, masculine, second person. Sadiq, the example. Antum, dhahabtum. Again, there's no need for the pronoun antum. The only thing that you need to understand is how to attach the pronoun dhahaba to what? To correctly express yourself in Arabic. You just need dhahabtum. That's all you need. What does that mean, dhahabtum, Sadiq? You all did what? Went. Past tense. Al-jam'u al-mu'annath al-mukhatab. This is what? This is plural, second person, feminine. Sadiq, the example. Antunna dhahabtunna. Again, and we say that pronoun antunna is really, we don't really need to utilize that. For you to speak correctly, all you have to do is just say dhahabtunna. So now we have another chart. And this chart is broken into 3 parts for your benefit. It says jadwalun, it's a chart, lid-dama'iri al-munfasilati. This is what? This is the chart for the pronouns that are what, Sadiq? Munfasilati. Munfasila meaning what? Separated, standing alone, non-attached. They're not attaching to the word. They stand alone. You can begin a sentence with these guys. Now, so it says here, al-mufrad al-mudhakkar. Al-mufrad al-mudhakkar, this is masculine, singular. Brother Sadiq, Anna. Anna talibun. Al-mufrad mu'annath, going down, Sadiq. Yep. Okay, al-jam'u al-mudhakkaru, going down. Al-jam'u al-mu'annath, going down. That's pretty simple. Let's try al-mukhatab. Hey, that was all first person. Feminine, masculine, singular, plural. Now, المخاطب المفرد المذكر. Brother Sadiq. ممتاز. المفرد المؤنث. أنت طالبة. الجمع المذكر. Brother Sadiq. الجمع المؤنث. Very good. So we have feminine, second person, masculine, second person, plural, and what's it? In singular. All right. So you shouldn't have any problem expressing. You have all this chart right here to utilize to be able to express yourself with the pronouns. Yep. And pronouns help you to be able to speak. They help you to be able to speak. Alhamdulillah. طيب الغائب. نعم الغائب. What is الغائب, Sadiq? That is what absent, or the person that we're talking about that's not here. This is the case when Giba normally happens. Be careful of this. All right? Be careful when you're speaking like this. This is the time when Giba, backbiting, happens. You guys be careful about using this pronoun. This is third person. He's not here. We're talking about her or him, and he or she is not here. Intebi. Be careful. المفرد المذكر. So Brother Sadiq, هو he's a student. Huh? المفرد المؤنث. Brother Sadiq. What does that mean? Very good. She's a student. الجمع المذكر. Brother Sadiq. What does that mean? They are students. And الجمع المؤنث. هن طالبات. What does that mean? Feminine. They are students. So we have here الضمائر المنفصلة تكتب وتنطق بأول الكلام. The Sheikh wanted to mention, he brought down here in a note, and I think this is a point that you all should pay attention to. Write this down. It says what? It says الضمائر المنفصلة. He says that the pronouns that stand alone, those that are non-attached. He said that تكتب, that they are written, وتنطق, and they are read, they are pronounced بأول الكلام, in the beginning of speech. Is that clear? That again, now when Sadiq makes that hum sound, that means that he likes this principle. It's a good principle. Pay attention to it. When he says or he's anytime he does that, that means he's really getting it. He's loving it. All right. If he's writing it down, because he's a student to write stuff down, you should write it down too. He writes down all the good stuff. All right. So it says here, al-dhama'ir al-munfasilatu. All right. The non-attached, the separated pronoun. It says tuktabu, it is written. Wa tuntaku, and it is read. Bi awwal al-kalam, in the beginning of speech. Hey now. So that means you don't do it in the end of the speech. That's what you should be saying. Okay, only in the beginning of the speech. Write this in cement. This is something, don't write this in pencil or in erasable pen. Write this in permanent pen. All right? The pronouns that stand alone, that are non-connected. They are written what? Tuktabu wa tuntaku fi awwalil kalam. They are written and they are read in the beginning of speech. Notice each and every example that we got. Ana talibatun, ana talibun, antum tullabun, hum tullabun. The pronoun always came first before the word student. Is that clear? All right. Pay attention to the patterns in the language of Arabic. And now for your benefit, barakallahu fikum. So here it says qabla, and of course, and be like the students that eat here at the Marquez and write it down. All right. If you liked it, you noticed it, that's not sufficient. Write it down. Al-kitabu yukawwinu al-hifz. Writing increases the memorization. It strengthens it. So it says here, qabla wa ba'da. We are at the what? The words qabla wa ba'da. So qabla wa ba'da, as it comes, as the Sheikh mentioned, qabla, which means before, and ba'da, which means after, all right, is dharfani lizzamani. Again, they are dharfani lizzamani. Repeat after me. Dharfani lizzamani. Anytime somebody says qabla and ba'da, repeat after me. They are dharfani lizzamani. They are the two what? They are the two dharfs. The two dharf lizzaman, for time. For what class? For time. When you want to express time, you utilize qabla and ba'da. Qabla, before, and ba'da, which means what class? After. Did you need me to write that down? Oh, but zarf, they try to translate it to as adverb, but I like to stay away from those things because I don't like it. All right, we're gonna learn this Arabic in Arabic. So it says, "Wal ismu alladhi ba'dahuma mudafun ilayhi." The Sheikh is writing it. This is Sheikh from Sheikh Hussein in his explanation of Medina Book 1. He says, "Wal ismu," and he said it's in the noun alladhi, which comes ba'dahuma. Hey, look, they're using ba'da even in the explanation. Okay, so it says alladhi ba'da. I thought he was gonna give a dark laugh. He noticed it. He didn't. Okay, ba'dahuma mudafun ilayhi. What does that mean? Ba'dahuma means what's it? After the two words. Ba'dahuma mudafun ilayhi. It's mudafun, and we already learned about mudafun ilayhi in which lesson, Siddiq? Lesson number 5. We know the definition of al-idafa. Al-idafa huwa ismun. Hold up, wait a minute a second. Can't remember. Al-idafatu hiya kalimatun dalatun. Nope, that's the meaning of it now. Hold on. Al-idafatu hiya an tusnida. That's it. Hiya an tusnida isman ila ghayrihi ala taqdiri harfi jabrin. It is the process of bringing two nouns together with the understanding that there's a preposition in between the two nouns. But ismun awwal mudaf. So the first noun is mudaf. What ismun thani in the second noun is what? Mudafun ilayhi. وهو مجرور أبدا. And the second noun is called مضاف إليه when you bring two nouns together. قبل and بعد, they're nouns. قبل and بعد, they're nouns. This is what another reason why I like. So again, because it's confusing. Because قبل, بعد, and all of the words like it, the ظرف الزمان and makan, they're all nouns. If you translate it as adverb, it's confusing. So we don't like that word. We don't want to use that word. طيب. So again, it says the noun that comes after qabla, and the noun that comes after ba'da, all right? And the noun that comes after anda, and the noun that comes after bayna, and the noun that comes after tahta, the noun that comes after khalfa, amama. Any noun that comes after words like this is what? As it comes, wal ismu alladhi ba'dahuma wa ismu alladhi ba'daha. Any noun that comes after it is mudafun ilayhi. It's considered to be what, Siddiq? Mudafun ilayhi. I didn't say kayfa. I said bayna. I didn't say kayfa. Kayfa something else. Yeah, kayfa. It's for asking questions.
Oh, okay.
It's connected. It's from those istifham. That's a different category of words. But that's a good one though, because kayfa does have a fact at the end. But no, that's not one of those cases. So is everybody with me? So let's look at the examples. Brother Siddiq, please read. Safara. Very good. Kharajtu. Sure, no problem. It is the verb which means to travel. It is the verb which means to travel. It is the verb which means to travel.
Kharajtu that Darcy.
Okay. What in the heck is going? Hold on for a sec. Let's really quick. People gonna be joined. Okay, cool. It says, yeah, I'm in class, brother Abdullah. So I tend not to always reply to what people are typing because I'm on another page. But I stream it so that you guys can benefit. I do apologize for not replying to you, but inshallah, after class I will. Please be patient with us. All right? It's just really Siddiq's time. He's just nice enough to let it stream. All right? I don't want him to mess my hair cut up when I get it cut. The mess in his class up. Okay, so I do apologize. Please don't get upset. It's just this is the setup for right now. But please inbox me or give us a call at the office. We'll always answer the phone for you. Let me type that in: 347-264-6456. You can always call us and leave a message or text me. Okay? Don't take it personal. All right? I happen to just check you guys out. Sorry about that. All right, so let's get back to business, brother Siddiq. So we have here safara. So safara means to travel. So this translates to what? Safara abi qabla usbu'in. How would you translate that? Mumtaz. So a week ago or last week. We say both those, well, that's okay to say. Kharajtu ba'da darsi. What about this one, Siddiq? Kharajtu ba'da darsi. Very good. I left after the lesson. ذهبت إلى المسجد قبل الأذان. I went to the masjid before the adhan. MashaAllah. Jazakallah khair. أسافر بعد شهر. What does that mean? أسافر, the past tense verb, سافر يسافر, أنا أسافر. نعم. Hold on now. I didn't say قبل, it said بعد. ممتاز. I'm traveling in a month. Very good. I'm traveling in a month. All right. Now, if he would have said سأسافر, I will travel in a month. But he said أسافر, I'm traveling. Rest present tense. If you would have added the scene of the mustaqbal, the scene of the future, Brother Siddiq, then it would have been I will. All right. Now, if you would have said sofa, usafiru, that means what? I one day. I one day will travel. All right. So again, we just wanted to bring some of those cool points out about which is okay. But again, this is the more appropriate and accurate sentence. Usafiru ba'da shahrin. Usafiru ba'da shahrin. All right, come on, let's continue on. So, qabla usbu'in. Let's look at the two words that have been brought together, qabla, and the two words, an example, ba'da darsi. These are all from the examples that Brother Siddiq just read. Now, Siddiq, I need you to understand that qabla here is considered to be the dharf of what? Dharf of zaman. Okay? And usbu'in, and this is the shahid, and this is what they want to bring out. It's considered to be what, Siddiq? Now, what are the characteristics of mudaf ilayhi? Mudaf ilayhi is what? Is majroorun abada. What do they mean when they say majroorun abada? It gets that ruling of being majroorun abada. What does that technically mean? It gives a particular ruling. Of course, we're familiar with the grammar, definitely the grammar rulings, marfu'un, mansubun, majzumun, and then we have majroorun. What is the indication or the sign that something is majroorun, Brother Siddiq?
What is the sign?
Yes, every ruling, marfu'un, majroorun, majzuman, and majroorun, they have a fundamental indications or vowelings. And then kasra. Yes, you know, Siddiq, it ends in kasra or kasra tanween. And we know that the mudaf is majroorun abada. It's going to always be majroorun. Right? Mudaf ilayhi, I'm sorry, is going to always be majroorun. All right. And the alamatul jahri is the what, Siddiq? Is the kasra. The alamatul jahri is the what, Siddiq? Is the kasra, as you mentioned. So ba'da darsi, ba'da is considered to be darf al-zaman, all right? The darf al-zaman, the darf of time. And ad-darsi, not ad-darsu, not ad-darsa. Ad-darsi is mudafun ilayhi. وعلامة is mudafun ilayhi, and the mudafun ilayhi gets the rulings of being majroorun. Anything that is majroorun is majroorun. Alamatul jahrihi, in most cases, is what? In the fundamental cases, it's going to take the kasra. The indication is the kasra. Now, being as though that is the case, Brother Siddiq, please tell us what is wrong with the two words qablu and usbu'in. Please tell us what's wrong with that. It has a dhamma. We know that qabla, ba'da, and all of those types of duruf, they end in fatha. So this is wrong because of that dhamma. How about, and never write it like that. Be careful, never to write it like that. And this is what the Shaykh is trying to teach us. Ba'dul darsi, it's the same stuff. All right, we understand it not to write it with the thumb. All right, Brother Siddiq, it is now 9 o'clock, or 10 minutes to that. And we can introduce and keep going, or we can stop here. لحظة. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. أنا ما زال في الدرس مع صديق. نحن بدأنا متأخرا. عمر كان موجود. فمن أجل ذلك أنا أخر مع درس الصديق. حتى الآن ينظر إلى ساعته. أنا ما أريد أن يغضب علي. السلام عليكم. كل شيء بخير؟ أنت تتنام؟ أوكي، حياك الله، بارك الله فيك. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. نعم. صديق، مستعد؟ نستمر؟ يلا. اوكي يلا الحمد لله انت جاي، اذا نحن مستعد. طيب سيدي، سرور ما معنى سرور؟ ما معنى سرور؟ سرور لا ادري، لا اعرف، الله اعلم. طيب ما جمع سرير؟ ما جمع سرير؟ ما جمع سرير؟ ما جمع سرير؟ اوكي الحمد لله. دفاتر. دفاتر. لا يا اخي ما كنت دفتر، كنت دفاتر. ما جمع دفتر؟ ما كاتب صديق، ما كاتب. فكر جيد، انت تعرف. فندق. فندق هيلتون. فندق. نعم. سرور. ممتاز. دفاتر. دفاتر. هكذا، نحن هكذا. أنت نم جيد. دفاتر. مكاتب. مكاتب على وزن مفاعل. هكذا يا أخي، اللغة العربية هكذا يا أخي، هكذا. مكاتب. فندق. خلاص فات. فنادق. فنادق. ممتاز. ساعات. 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 سيارات. طائرة. طائرة. طائرات. ممتاز. بلجيكا. بلجيكا. ممتاز. بيوت. ممتاز. دروس. أبواب. أبواب. ممتاز. أبواب رحمتك. The door of into the masjid. Open the doors of your mercy. أنهار. تجري من تحتها الأنهار. ممتاز. كلاب. كلاب. ممتاز. بحار. ممتاز. بحر. دراجات. حمر. حمير. ممتاز. donkeys كلهم donkeys. سرور. ممتاز. دفاتر. notebooks. دفتر. دفاتر. الحمد لله. جزاكم الله خير. طيب إن شاء الله نقرأ من الكتاب. نقرأ من الكتاب. الدرس السادس عشر. الدرس السادس عشر. okay. لمن هذه الأقلام يا محمد؟ اقرأ. هي جميلة جدا، وهذه الكتب الجديدة هي لك؟ أين دفترهم يا إخوان؟ ممتاز. تمارين. تأمل الأمثلة الآتية. المفرد. هذا الطالب جديد، هو من بلجيكا. الجمع. اقرأ. هؤلاء.
ماذا هم من فرنسا.
ممتاز. المفرد. هذا كتاب جديد، هو من بلجيكا. الجمع.
هي من
فرنسا.
فرنسا.
ممتاز. طيب إذا الشاهد ما حصل هنا في جمع لغير العاقل. جمع لغير العاقل نشير إليها بهذه، وهذه مفرد مؤنث، ويعود إليها بالضمير هي، وهي مفرد مؤنث. طيب إن شاء الله ونأتي بنعت. والنعت مفرد مؤنث كتب جديدة نعم فهذا هو القاعدة. Yes. For that which does not have intellect, you describe it with an adjective, a noun that is singular, feminine.
Yeah.
You point to it with a pointing noun that is singular, singular, feminine. You refer back to it with a pronoun that is singular, feminine.
Right. But you also have to change the adjective.
Look at it. Yeah, it's jadidatun, hiya, and hadihi. Anytime you want to point at it, you of course you point at things with the pointing nouns. Anytime you want to describe something, you describe things with a noun, an adjective. Anytime you want to refer back to something that was already mentioned, all right, in this instance, because it's plural and no intellect, then you refer back to it with the pronoun that is singular, feminine. Okay, cool. That's what they're trying to teach you.
Adjective to feminine also.
Well, you have to describe it with an adjective that's feminine, yes.
Yes.
Feminine singular.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's important. Even if it's a bunch of books, feminine singular. Okay. And that's pretty much the main thing about this lesson. All right. And we're going to go ahead and look to the explanation. Well, let's do a little bit of the exercises here, please. All right, before we continue on. Okay, I'm actually chilling though. If you want, I'm chilling. I'm gonna give you. I'm at least it's because it's so easy to get through this. It's not going to take us a long time. Like I mean, we're gonna bob the way when we're trying to get out of here. You understand it, so I just want to make sure you understand it. And if you could execute the principles, then we don't have to do the entirety. It could just be assigned for home. Oh, excuse me. All right, well then let's prove it. We're going to ننتقل التمرين الثاني. All right, we're on the التمرين الثاني since you got this. So it says مثال هذا بيت هذه بيوت. So هذا النجم تفضل. هذا درس. هذا قلم. والآخر هذا باب. طيب إن شاء الله وننتقل الآن من هذا إلى التمرين الثالث. التمرين الثالث أشر إلى الأسماء الآتية باسم إشارة مناسبا للقريب. هذا هذه هؤلاء. طيب إن شاء الله تفضل. Please read. ممتاز. ممتاز.
This would be
okay.
This would be هذه كلاب.
ممتاز.
Okay.
ممتاز.
This would be هذه دروس.
And here مدرسون.
Oh yeah. This would be هؤلاء مدرسون. This would be هؤلاء أخواتي. This would be هذه أكواب.
Very good.
This would be هذه هذا كتاب. كتاب.
And 10.
This would be هذه سيارة.
طيب كيف هناك؟ فكيف؟ نفس الشيء ولكن ذلك تلك إن أولئك. تفضل. نعم.
أولئك تلاب. This would be. Oh, these don't get the same. No.
Principle, yes.
So now you feel
Plural, non-intellect. Very much so, yes. Then one. And then tilka nujum. Very good. Then one. And very good.
This is tilka. No, this is tilka.
And next.
This is still
Nice. Next.
No, this is that.
I was getting worried.
Tilka surubu. Tilka the judge.
And
This is tilka mudari.
طيب, sure you can stop there. These are some beneficial charts that I want you to take your time to notice and look at them. And we're going to go ahead and move on to the next lesson. We're going to go ahead and move on to the next lesson, looking at the explanation as is mentioned by Sheikh Najrani. Sheikh Najrani, well, before we get into that, we want to do something else. Hold on for a second. We're going to go ahead and look at the teacher's book, and I'm going to go ahead and look at the teacher's manual. For those who have the teacher's manual, come on and get it out. You go and get it out. Have the teacher's manual. It's time to get it out, inshallah. All right. Okay. Tab, so after the class, we'll talk. After the class, we'll talk about it. But I got you, inshallah. No worries. All right. We're going to go ahead to the teacher's manual. All right. If you don't have it, you definitely should get it. If you don't have it, it's definitely something that you want to invest in. All right. So here it says Adarsus Sadisa Ashara. So here for Darsus Sadisa Ashara, which of course is lesson 16. And that's something that Sadiq he discovered, and you all discovered if you were paying attention. It's really not an intense, we'll say, a long lesson that has a lot of different principles in it. What they want you to do, and this is why they dedicated this principle to an entire lesson, is understanding how when you guys have plural, and we're talking about plural for that which is non-intellect, all right? Okay? Things, making them plural, animals, making them plural, and how to point at them correctly with the pointing noun, and how to describe them correctly with the appropriate adjective, and how to refer back to them correctly with the appropriate pronoun. They are all to be pointed, referred to, and described with what, Sadiq? That which is singular, feminine. That which is singular, feminine. So, hadihi and tilka. So, yes, adding that tam marbulta to the adjective that you want to describe them with, and utilizing here, and not to refer back to them. This is the way that the Arabs speak, and this is the way that they expect you to do so as well. We have some examples for you to further understand this particular point. So it says here, ta'neem al-hajfu, and you see it right there in the teacher's book, Sadiq. It literally says the goal of this lesson is the learning of what, Sadiq? Jam'u ghayr al-akhiri. Jam'u ghayr al-akhiri. And nothing else. Just some of these scales that are tafsir. That's it for this particular lesson. So he goes and he begins and he says the way that you could go about understanding, just understanding how to explain this point, for that which is jam, the guided akhl, for that which is jam, the guided akhl, then what they want you to do is take this chart and benefit from this chart that they prepared for you inside of the teacher's manual. You'll notice this is the same exact chart that's in the what, Sadiq, and you saw it too. It's in the back of the book, or not the back of the book, back of the lesson. That last thing in the lesson was the same exact chart, Sadiq. If you'll notice, it's the same exact chart. All right? Because it works. That's why they double used it again. That's why they used it twice. Anyway, so here we have what, Sadiq? It says here, al-aqidu and ghayr al-aqid. You have here, hadha talibun jadidun. You with me, Sadiq? Please read. Hadha. Please read. Hadha. Or what? Minos. Now, there's a couple of things going on here. You notice that hadha is pointing at the talib. Is that clear? You know that jadidun is describing the what, Sadiq? Talib, the talib, the student. And you notice that huwa is referring back to who, Sadiq? The talib. All right? So it's all about what we can do and what are the rules surrounding that what? Talib. All right? And this talib. So now let's look at it in the plural sense, Sadiq. It says ha'ula'i hum minaslin. Sadiq, ghayr al-aql. Pay attention. Everybody pay attention. Hadha huwa minaslin. Very good. Now this is where the shahid is at. This is the main point of the lesson. Plural, non-intellect. How do you point to it? How do you describe it? With an adjective. How do you refer back to it with the pronoun? And which one do you use? Which dhamir do you use? Sadiq? Naam. Hiya minaslini. So this is jam'u ghayr al-aqili يعمل في العربية معملة مؤنث. Is that clear? The jam لغير العاقل يعمل في العربية, it acts in the Arabic language with the actions معملة, with the actions of what? Of that which is feminine. Of that which is feminine. فيشر إليه بوات سيدي? So you point to it with what city? And تلك. والضمير الذي يعود عليه, and the pronoun that returns back to it, that you refer back to it with, is the what city? Is the damir that is what city? Al-mu'annith, feminine. وهذه الظاهرة. All right, and هذه is that which is apparent. لا توجد في اللغة الأخرى. So you will not find this type of a principle, except that you'll find it only in the Arabic language. You'll never find this type of a principle dealing with that which is plural. All right, that doesn't have an intellect. You will only find this type of principle in the Arabic language. فينبغي التركيز عليها. So it is important for you to do what? To focus and pay attention to. طيب إن شاء الله. ولفت نظر الطالب إليها باستمرار. And to constantly take the attention of the students to this particular point repeatedly, باستمرار. Okay, as we did today in the class before Sadiq started looking sleepy. So it says لم يرى في الكتاب. That's probably why I went to sleep. I already got it. All right, so it says لم يرى في الكتاب مثال لجمع غير العاقل وهو فاعل وهكذا مثالين. So we just wanted to bring these couple of principles to you so that you could further understand this point. Sadiq, تفضل. خرجت أو خرجت. خرجت. Yes, sir.
I mean, the verb.
Yes, he meant the verbs. I was nodding because I knew what he meant. This same principle applies to the pronouns that you attach to the verbs. The same principle applies to the pronouns that you attach to the verbs. But we will never say خرجوا الكلاب. We say what? خرجت سيدي. خرجت. خرجت. Technique is second. Sound from the text, singlet, mumtaz. Very good. Very nice, man. Hey. Well, yeah, of course, but it's still singular though. Yeah, I mean that's a principle in regards to reading. We're talking about regards to the, yeah. So kharajat. Very good, Minna. And this last one, ذهب. Very good. Not jumu. حمر, not حمرون, but حمرو. Why? Because it's مضاف. And الفلاحي مضاف إليه. حقلي. The filler. So it says والمثال المقارنة, and there are some other examples, inshallah, that we could bring about. Okay, and there are some other examples that we could bring about. For example, Sadiq, please read at the level.
What is it called?
Exactly. Al-Kilabu.
Al-Kilahu. Kharajet.
Exactly. Exactly.
Wait a minute, I'm confused. So
that is permissible.
The students went, right?
Yes.
So
the students left out.
I mean, the students left out. So the dogs left out. Caught because it's second. Dang, I know it applies to the verbs too, though.
The pronouns that you tested. I just told you now. That's why we're in the teacher's book. And there's some things that are in the teacher's book that, depending on the students and the level of the students, you can bring it to them. I consider you to be at that level. Barakallahu fikum. Hey, and I figured you would get a kick out of it. So the scales for that which is plural and what taksir. So it says so what if you have it does, it comes in this does wasn't in the GD. The new scales. So it says وَهُوَ مَفَاعِلُ وَشَبْهُهُ, and that which is also resembles that particular scale, مَفَاعِلُ. So it says, for example, please read Sadiq. Mafa'ilu comes, the word that comes with the scale is what? Makad. Makatibu. Maktab. Yes, maktabun, that's maktabun.
So what's that first word?
Maktabun, nahwan is like mathalun. It can mean grammar, but it could also mean example. Do you study nahwu, brother? Yes, inshallah. Then you say nahwan. After you say bring a point, they bring a principle. Then they say nahwan and give you the example. Yes. So maktabun, makatibu, fundukun, watsidi, fanadiku, daftarun, dafatiru, هذا الوزن ممنوع من الصرف. And these scales are considered to be what? In the category of ممنوع من الصرف. أي لا يأتي على آخره التنوين. Meaning that the tanween does not come at the end of these types of nouns. The tanween does not come at the end of these types of nouns. You've been getting introduced to this since lesson 1, when they first introduced to you the feminine names that women take on. Aishatu, Maryamu, Zainabu. Right? Then we continued on with Kaslanu, Atashanu, Adabanu. Now, وهكذا. So it says here, it says ورد أمثلة أخرى لجمع التكسير على الأوزان درسها it says درسها الطالب من قبل. So there's some other examples that students may have studied in the past. So it says يتعلم الطلاب هذه الأمثلة كما تعلم من قبل. And you should study these. And it says you should the students should learn these examples. It says يتعلم الطلاب هذه الأمثلة, that the student will learn these examples كما as he learned كما تعلم as he learned من قبل, in the past. It says أي أن يتعلم الأوزان وزنا وزنا. So he should learn the scales basically step by step, scale after scale, at the next scale to the next scale to the next scale. It says وبعد حفظه الأمثلة بوزن ما ينتقل إلى الوزن التالي. And then after you learn these particular scales, then you should move to the next scales like the following scales. And this is really, that was just really information for the teachers. You could actually ignore that. So we're going to go ahead and turn to the explanation. And there's an intentional reason why I read these guys together like this. There's an intentional reason why I read these guys together like this. And as it relates to the next section, Sadiq, meaning Ad-Dars As-Sabi Ashara, know and understand, it is really an extension of lesson 16. And what's going to happen is we're going to take 16 and 17 together. Okay? As it comes in the teacher's book, have a Darsu Imtidad Lid-Dars As-Sabi. This lesson is it's an extension. It's a continuation from the previous lesson. And it should be added to the last exercise. Now, al-akhir tamleen al-thani, the end of the second exercise. Now, and then it tells you to take these examples that follows. All right. As it was mentioned, al-kalb kharaja min al-hadiqati, al-himaru dhahaba ila al-qaryati. And you should just keep in mind that it just should be attached to that lesson in both those particular examples. And then there's some other exceptions to the rules that come here that can be presented by the instructor or not, that we're probably not going to present here from the teacher's book. But it is definitely something to look at for those students that are ready for it. We're not going to get that. We've been giving him enough jewels and extra benefits today. We're going to keep it simple, especially since he's getting a little tired. So here, Brother Sadiq, it says as-sadisa ashara was-sabi'a ashara. Again, even the Sheikh Najrani, what he does is he also, knowing better, he joins both of these lessons together as well as the teacher's book, the teacher's manual recommended that you do the same thing. So if you ever wondered why Sheikh Najrani combined 16 and 17 is exactly the same thing that is recommended and referred to in the teacher's book, what helps you to do what? Make sense of it. Sadiq is giving me the red flag. So we are going to close out, all right? It's 9:15. We did say 15 more minutes, so we'll close out here. And we remember we need to do the explanation of 16 and 17 next Monday for our Brother Sadiq's lesson. So if anybody's following us, well, I knew this. That's why I started to read. Okay, so no, Sadiq, he done threw the white towel in. It's a wrap. All right, you know it's a boxing time. Throw the white towel and it's over, brother. Ain't no coming back. No, I'm ready. I want to get the champ. No, you get no belt for you. The white towel. That's next time. We'll see you. We'll see you next lesson for a very, very, very summarized explanation as it will come. We'll probably read 17 and immediately go to lesson 18. So prepare yourself by studying the vocabulary words from lesson 18. You are now really on the home stretch of Medina Book 1. There's only 23 lessons in the book, and you're about to go to sleep, wake up next week, and be on lesson 18. Barakallahu fikum wa jazakumullahu khair. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. All right, so if anybody has any questions, class is now over, and we both have to get home to our families. So if anybody has any questions, they have any comments, give us a call, give us a text. I am leaving the virtual classroom. We'll see you guys tomorrow for some more evening one-on-one tutoring with the students here at Marcus O'Brien at 1010 North Hancock Street. Please give us a call. Please give us a text, and we can get you signed up for online classes or in-person classes here with us face-to-face, the one-on-one tutoring or small group tutoring here at Marcus O'Brien Arabic Institute. Barakallahu fikum. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك اشهد ان لا اله الا انت استغفرك واتوب اليك. السلام عليكم ورحمه الله وبركاته. Gilbert, come back to class. I see you in there, brother. I see you. Oh, that's why. So he was like, I'm about done. What the heck? You funny. Yeah, alhamdulillah. Hayyakum Allah. You ready? Yep. I'll just be out. My cousin crazy, man. Yeah, the meaning of it becomes these. Very good. Very good. Oh, boy.